It's Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022, and this is a Darcy's Corner, and I was recently inspired by watching a post by the Humanist Report. I'll put a link below if I remember, but if I don't, you should check it out. It's a great left-wing podcast thing on YouTube there. And they're talking about Fox News and how people at Fox News are losing their minds because campus students apparently do well or better if a lot of them if they have a cat available. And the reason they do better if they have a cat available is because they're really stressed out about a lot of things in life, and sometimes they just want to have a warm body there to pet and comfort, and then their anxiety goes down. And the people over at Fox News like to make a big deal out of things that don't matter at all. That's on the list. Okay, do I give a crap if some kid in college feels a little happier if they have an actual cat available to pet once in a while? No. Why is loving animals suddenly political and controversial? Now, if you've ever had a pet in your life, and one that you've developed a bond with, like, you understand that the great thing about pets, like the one that's attacking my arm right now, is she doesn't know if I'm left wing or right wing. She doesn't care what my religion is. She doesn't care what my gender is. She is totally neutral on all those things. Now, I call her she because, to my knowledge, she's never expressed a gender one way or the other, so we're just going to go with biology on this. If it were possible to get inside the brain of a dog and find out if they had a gender identity, I guess we could do that, but, it doesn't matter. It's a dog. It's not offended one way or the other which gender I call it. I could call the dog an attack helicopter and it would not care, which is great for the dog. Anyway, but I've had pets my whole life, off and on, more or less, and sometimes you develop close bonds with them and sometimes you don't. It depends on the individual, because every animal of every species is an individual. I currently own 3 turtles and then whatever I got in this fish tank over here. Somebody asked to see my fish tank. Currently I have my phone plugged in to charge it, so I can't really take it over to the tank. But inside that particular tank are 3 silver dollars and a few goldfish that managed to escape the purge. That tank over there is Bubba's feeding tank. He's wandering around the apartment somewhere. And this tank over here was the one I originally bought for. I had a rather large fish, supposed to get to be 4 feet long. He died after about a foot and a half, though. There was an incident with a filter. Anyway, there's 2 large turtles in there. And I've had these turtles, some of them for almost 20 years, some of them for like 15. The little one I've had for about 10. Those 2 turtles over in that tank over there despise me. Okay, if I go to pick them up, they try to run away or they get scared. They don't like being handled at all. They do not enjoy people. I've let them out several times to see if they'll get used to me, and they just find a corner somewhere and hide, and they will stay there indefinitely. So I don't let them out anymore because I'm afraid I'll lose them and, find them later when they smell bad. Bubba, on the other hand, was always getting out of his tank, and so it's a 4-foot drop from that tank, so I just started letting him out rather than have him drop on the register every time. And he comes right up to you and wants to crawl onto your lap and sit in your shoulder, and he'll breathe in my ear on a regular basis. He's a very bizarre turtle. I'll come home from being outside doing things, and he'll be in the shoe area, and immediately he'll jump on top of my feet, because that's what he likes to do, sit on my feet. Second I walk in the door, he does that. Or he used to, anyway. And that's a fairly common thing for Bubba to do. Animals are individuals. Bubba was at least 5 years old when I got him, and I've had him for close to 20 years now, so he's around 25 or so. I don't know how much longer he's going to go. He might go another 20 years for all I know. I hope he does. Yeah, he's quite entertaining. And the dog stopped stepping on him, so That's good. But anyway, the point is, we connect with these animals, and they connect with us, and we just share companionship and love in that sense. And if that de-stresses college kids so they can do better at their exams, that's kind of a cheap fix, really. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking antidepressants and whatever. If you need them, if you need some sort of a chemical situation to balance your intellect, use it. Those tools are there for a reason. But there are other tools also. And sometimes it's as simple as connecting with another creature. Other times it's going for walks in nature, in a local park or whatever, but we don't all have those options either. So you just use what's available. But this is a pretty cheap, all things considered, antidepressant right here, okay? She's always happy to see me. She always loves me, and she does not care what my politics are. I could be right wing, left wing, doesn't matter to her at all. Do I have treats? Will I take her to the park? Will I let her chew on my hand? You know, that's what she cares about. That's what animals care about. So yeah, if you can pet an animal for a bit and that helps you do better at your college exam, go to a petting zoo. Find somebody who has a dog that you can walk or hang out with, and do that. Yeah. If you were fortunate enough to live in a free society like I am, where you can have a pet if you have that option, or to get one, by all means, they are very lovable, and it will improve your life. But you do have to look after them. Like there are drawbacks, right? Like she never stops eating. She never stops destroying things. Every now and again, even now, she still rips up a pee pad. I'm like, why are you ripping up that? And she has chew toys. But I often leave her like cereal boxes and things out that I know she's gonna rip up because they're easy to clean up. And I can't get her to stop ripping things up, so I just give her things to rip up that I don't mind if she does. But the point is, you get a strategy going and you show your animal some love, and you put love into that animal. If I put anger and rage into this animal, oh, I'll have an angry dog. I don't want an angry dog. I want a lovable dog. And she is lovable. She's just, rambunctious. But anyway, so yeah, I think it's great that the right wing has decided to attack animal lovers or people who like animals as a de-stressor. Animals are great de-stressors because they just don't care about the politics of anything. Animals are wonderful because they will love you no matter what, and they really will. Anyway, Darcy's Corner. I'm an animal lover. Sue me. Peace.